Good morning. No, it's not even on yet. Good morning. Or whenever you watch this. Oh, where am I? Just a sec, guys. Here we go. Oh, I don't want to listen to myself. There's one person watching so far. Good morning. Just heard someone chatting outside, which is weird. It's been very quiet here otherwise. Just wait a few minutes. My music stopped. Hope everyone's doing all right. Come on. It's talking to my phone. Just a couple of minutes and then we'll get into it. And hopefully we've got a few more joining. It's 2 of you. Hope everyone's feeling pretty good. We'll probably just do a nice, feeling like a good gentle Pilates today. I hope you don't want anything too crazy. There'll be a few burners in there, but nothing too nuts. Ooh. It's funny watching myself in the video. It kind of, morning, Henley. Watching myself in the video, I rock a little bit. That's a bit weird. Bit of a rocker. Must be comfortable. Right, we've just got 2 so far. We'll wait another minute or so. Hope you're going all right, Henley, with you're probably trying to sort out school stuff at the moment, I assume. Seems like a bit of a hectic time. Morning, Dave. Getting a bit colder, isn't it? Like, got the winter blanket out for the bed last night. It's actually quite cozy. Didn't want to get up this morning. Yeah, looks like it might be a nice day. A little less wind. Oh, Lynette's liking the video. Morning. Morning, guys. I've just got 3 this morning. I'll just wait another minute or so just to make sure everybody's logging in and getting themselves sorted. We just had a family meeting, the Beyond family meeting, and Dave did a quiz, so there were 10 questions. It was actually quite hard at the end. There were some things that we were all just like, no idea. I got 4 out of 10 right, and I won because everyone else got 1 or 2 or 3. So I won a bag of coffee, which I won't be able to get till we go to work. But yeah, quite stoked about that. I mean, 4 out of 10 is not very good, but it's still winning, right? But yeah, some of the questions were hard. Like, I won't repeat one of them because it was a bit gross. Like, Aiden struggled with the ones that was like about the 80s or 90s. Poor Aiden. Always gets a hard time. But he loves it. Oh, we got 5 now. Cool. That's good. That's better. What? I do actually need more coffee, but waiting for some in the mail at the moment from Auckland because we're all press fans. I was tempted to order some from Excelsior as well, just to have a couple coming in. Yeah, I've gone through a lot of coffee in the last few weeks. I think it's because, you're staying home and you're not going out at all for coffees or buying them at work or anything, so probably saving money in the long run, right? Yeah. Right, let's get into it then. Probably don't want to listen to me yabber on all day. Let's start in standing. Let's get a little bit of warmed up a little bit. So we're just going to start at the end of our mat. Let's have those feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. We're just tucking your chin into our chest and slowly rolling down, really nice and slow. Let that head hang nice and heavy. Just here, staying in that forward fold just for a wee bit. And just let our head hang heavy, do a few little nods. Yes and no. And then on a deep breath in, we're going to come and slowly roll up just to halfway. And then breathing out all the way down. And again, deep breath in, up to halfway. And out all the way down. Last one, deep breath in, up to halfway. And out all the way down. Alright, coming out, so walking our hands out to the end of the mat, sending those hips up nice and high up to the ceiling, and just walking out our feet and calves a wee bit, give those toes a good move. Right, from here we're going to send our left leg up nice and high, bending that left knee, and I want you to tip over at the hip. And then we're going to bring that left foot forward to the front of the mat. Keep that back knee up nice and high, so we're not planting that on the ground just yet. So just get yourself nice and stable, and we're going to bring our arms up above our head into a nice long lunge, so you should feel a really good stretch through those legs. Just staying there for a sec, and then we're coming back down. Right, switching feet, so bringing that left foot back. Right foot goes up nice and high, bending that right knee and tipping over at the hip. And then bringing that right foot forward to the front of the mat, again keeping that knee up off the ground. Get nice and stable. And then we're going to bring those arms up above our head into that nice long lunge. Holding there. Coming back down again, sending that back. Alright, from here I want you to come out into a nice high plank. And we're going to just come down onto our elbows, pressing back up. And then we're going to walk our hands up towards our feet again. Stay in that forward fold just for a wee bit. And then we're going to walk our hands back out. in that high plank. Down onto the elbows, up onto the hands, and walking back again. Staying in that forward fold. One more, walking all the way out. A little bit of a test for those shoulders. Down onto the elbows, pressing back up through the hands. And then we're coming back up, walking those hands towards our feet. Then I want you to slowly roll up, keeping that chin tucked in. Roll those shoulders at the top. Alright, from here, what I want you to do is pop your feet close together, nice and close. And wherever you want to be on your mat, wherever you feel comfortable. From here, we're going to sit back into a squat. So just try to sit back. You should be trying to put a lot of weight through the heels. And we're going to send our arms up by our ears. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay there. And we're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then squeezing up. A little bit of a different way to get warm. So I'm definitely testing my Pilates skills. Alright, sitting back again. See if you can go a little bit deeper. And we're going to send those arms up. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And holding again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And squeezing up. Alright, starting at the back of the mat again. It's going to roll down, walk our hands out. And we're going to just bring those knees to the ground. So I want you to have your hands under the shoulders. What we're going to do from here is just have a little bit of weight through the front of the body. We're going to push up through the shoulders and then squeeze those shoulder blades in. So you're trying to round those shoulders out and then squeeze those shoulder blades together. So this way we're just using all those little rotator cuff muscles as well as one of the ones that sit in between your shoulder blade and your rib cage. And that sometimes gets a bit clunky or sometimes is not working properly, and sometimes that's why we get shoulder pain because you're overusing all the other things. So again, just trying to put a little bit of body weight through by kind of coming into a slight knee plank, and we're just squeezing our shoulder blades together, pushing back out. It's warming up those shoulders. Let's do 3 more wherever you are. Try to keep those elbows straight as well. Last one. Nice. And just walking those hands back in. Right, we're going to stay in this 4-point kneeling position. Keeping those hands under the shoulders, knees under hips. We're just going to go into cat-cow now. So arching that spine up towards the ceiling. Tucking that tummy butt in towards the spine, tailbone in. And then we're dropping that pelvis down, toe down to the ground, eyes up to the ceiling. And just going through a few of those nice and slow on your own. Just get a bit of movement through the spine. Right, coming back to that neutral spine now. It's nice and straight. We're going to bring one arm up and opposite leg into bird dog, holding that, and then coming back down. So it's nice and sturdy. Coming up on the other side, and back down. So again, just going through a few on your own, trying to do nice and slow, getting that nice control and hold at the top, and then back down. Alright, coming back down. Next, we're going to just change it up a little bit. So we're going to come up, crunch in, elbow to knee, back out and down, and then switching sides. So coming up and out, crunching in, out and down, and then switching sides again. So just going through these, alternating arm and leg, really giving that good crunch in and out again. It's coming up and out, crunch in, out, and back in. Keep going, guys. Just an upper body workout yesterday. My shoulders are definitely feeling it. Let's do a few more of those. I've still only got 3 this morning. That's low. Alright, coming back to that 4-point kneeling position, guys. We're just going to go into some rotations. So I want you to bring your right hand to the center of the mat, keeping those knees in the same spot. We're going to come underneath us, so you're going to come under your shoulder. So start whichever hand you want, really, because we're going to do both. So coming under, rolling under, and then coming up into a nice big rotation. Try to follow your hand with your eyes. So you should be trying to rotate through that whole upper spine. Coming up and down. This camera really makes my hair look dark. Need to go to the hairdresser. Alright. Coming down, switching sides. So whichever side you were started with, just switch to the other. We're just coming under the shoulder and up. Just one more. And coming back down. Alright, just get a little bit of heat through the hips now. We're going to just go into those hip rotations, staying nice and strong through the hands. We're going to kick out and then bringing that knee up and around. So you're trying to do a nice big circle with that knee. So we're going to go 10 on one side. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're switching sides, so pressing out and coming all the way around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, sitting back into those heels for a set, just stretching up the arms. Just taking a nice deep breath here. let's pop over onto our backs. Those glutes warmed up a bit more. Roll down the mat a little bit. Like I'm a bit off centre this morning. Alright, bringing those feet nice and close in towards your bottom. And from here, we're just going to do a few little pelvic tilts. So find your hip bone, so just the front of your hip. It's right, the front of your pelvis, I should say. This is more your hip bone. So front of your pelvis, you should feel a nice little bump, or if you can't, it's around the front there. And we're just going to tip our pelvis forward. We're trying to get a nice arch through the back. And then we're going to use our glutes and core and try to press our back nice and flat into the ground. So just curving up and down. Just trying to do some nice little tilts. It's quite nice if you've been having a little bit of back pain, or sitting a bit more, doing work at home. That's what I've been noticing anyway. We're all trying to get quite active, more active maybe than normal. Though you guys are all pretty active anyway, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Those classes are pretty gnarly that Coralie and Dave have been doing. Alright, and then from here, as we roll our pelvis under us, trying to flatten our back, we're going to roll up and squeezing those glutes nice and tight at the top. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're rolling all the way down nice and slow. And again, rolling up, trying to squeeze at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then all the way down. Really try to slowly come down as well. So coming all the way up, nice and slow, holding up there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming down. So you're trying to control that movement with your glutes. Right, one more, coming all the way up. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to stay up there, try and squeeze up as high as you can. And we're going to press our knees out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up there nice and high, and we're going to come into a calf raise for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying up there a little bit longer, and then slowly rolling down. Nice, guys. Just staying on the floor there. I'm just going to, whenever I get a Facebook message, it pops up, and then I can't see if I'm still on the TV or not. Alright, let's go through that again. Nice little glute warm up. So feet nice and close to the bottom. Going to roll, tuck our tailbone under, rolling all the way up. Squeezing at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to press our knees out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going into those calf raises for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeezing up again one last time, really trying to hold on to those glutes. And then we're slowly rolling down. Nice one, guys. Right, I want you to walk your feet out just a wee bit. So we're going to just try and get our hammies a little bit more now. So the further out you have your feet, the more you'll feel it through your hamstrings. You can even pop up onto your heels if you need to. So what we're going to do from here is we're just going to roll up. Again, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down. It may not feel like much to start with, but once we do a few more, rolling up, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down. And again, rolling up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down. Just a couple more coming up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. One more. So getting into that position, feet nice far away, coming up into that glute bridge, feeling it through those hammies a bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to stay up there nice and high. We're going to walk our feet in on the heels if you can, and we're walking back out. Walk back in, keeping those hips up nice and high, walking back out. And back in. Should be feeling those hammies a bit more now. Walking back out. Keeping those hips up nice and high. Last one, back in. As close as you can get. Hips up nice and high. So you might drop this thing. And then we're coming all the way down. Give those knees a wee hug. A little rock side to side. Alrighty. Hopefully our glutes are feeling it a wee bit more. If not already. Alright, so now we're just going to come up into some core stuff. So keeping that back nice and flat. Bringing one leg up into tabletop and then the other. My cat's playing outside. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to get the birds, but they never do. Keeping that back nice and flat on the ground. Trying to draw that tummy button down towards the spine. And from here, we're just going to warm up that core a little bit. So we're just going to drop one leg out nice and straight and back up. Just trying to do some nice slow breathing. Little gentle core today. Done too much core in the last few weeks. Starting to feel like it's not recovering. Yeah, my abs are always generally sore or tight. Not very nice. Just a couple more, getting that core switched on. And then we're coming back up, staying in that tabletop position. We bring our arms up, so palms facing in. And we're just dropping one arm down, opposite leg, and back in. So it's trying to get that nice stretch out through the core. Making sure we're breathing. And my music just stopped. Oh, there it is again. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's pretty gentle. It's quite nice actually. A couple more. Really good stretch out through those hips as well. And back up. Alright, next one, a little bit harder. We're going to go into legs nice and straight. Keeping those arms up, so palms facing in. From here, we're going to drop one leg down. And then we're going to try and come up, crunching up to try and touch opposite arm, opposite leg. And back down again. So I want you to stay on the same using the same opposite arm, opposite leg. So if you're using right arm, left leg, so we're dropping that straight down, and we're coming up into a crunch. Back down again, crunching up again. So we're just doing that same side. We're going to go up for 10, 9, 8, nice and slow, 7, 6, 5, why did I say 10? 4, 3, 2, one more guys, and 1. Nice, coming down for a sec. Alright, sending those legs up nice and high again. palms facing in, and we're going to come down with our left arm, right leg, and coming up into a crunch. So we should be feeling that throughout the whole core. So we're going to do up for 10, 9, nice and slow on the way down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And those legs down. I can't even talk. Oh, okay. Popping those knees over to the left for a sec and have a wee stretch out. I think this is why my core's not ever recovering. So I'm constantly doing this stuff. And how you guys do it. And then up and over to the right. All right, one last little core exercise for us. Gets to those lower abs a little bit more. So we're going to do a reverse crunch. So legs up into tabletop. What I want you to do is tap your toes to the mat, and then we're going to come up, bringing that bottom up off the ground, and then coming back down. So up, tapping those toes, and then up. Really controlling on the way down as well, so you're not just letting your legs go. We're going to try and control that movement, so that's the contraction that we're wanting. Up and down, tapping those toes, up, down. Just 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Quite like those ones. Alrighty. Let's hop up, and we're going to work on our glutes a little bit more. Just trying to keep things moving. What's the time? 9:30. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to come up into a side bridge. So I want you up on your whole hand if you can. If you need to, you can come down onto the elbow and do a side plank that way. Otherwise, it'd be great if you could come up. So we're going to stack that hand directly under the shoulder, kneeling on our bottom knee, and you can have your arm up nice and straight as well. And we're going to come up for 10 on those leg lifts, right? So we're going to come up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now what I want you to do from here is just switching over a little bit. We're just going to go onto our hands. So staying on that knee though, and we're going to push up for 10, 9. So you're just trying to use that hip at the back a little bit more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, try the other side. So we're starting with our side plank up nice and high, and then we're going to switch. So you're just turning your body a little bit to try and then get the glutes in just a different way. Just trying to think of all the different ways that we could possibly get them burning. All right, so hand under that shoulder, arm up nice and straight. We're going up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to turn just a wee bit, so both hands on the mat. We're going up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Pop those feet together, knees out wide, sitting back for a little bit. Right, coming up, we're going to do that. My camera just went a bit fuzzy. Oh, there I am. Coming up, we're going to do that same each side again. So starting with that nice long plank, so hand under the shoulder, nice and stable, and knee bent, and we're just coming up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're turning with our upper body, so both hands on the mat, coming up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Alright, switching sides. So again, keeping that hand directly under the shoulder, coming up into that high plank, and we're going up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turning and popping those hands on the mat, coming up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, guys. Up those feet together, knees out wide, sitting back into the heels. Give those glutes a wee stretch out. How's that? All right. Should we get into some stretches, eh? Everybody loves a stretch. All right, so let's get into standing. What I want to start with is just a little bit of, I guess, love for the hips and feet a little bit more. So what I want you to do from here is just stand wherever you feel comfortable on your mat in your living room. Stay nice and strong on your left. And we're going to bring our leg up into 90 degrees here. All right, so nice and strong. And what I want you to do from here is we're just going to flex and straighten our foot. See a little bit of movement through those ankles. Just a few little nice little movement. And then while you're up there, just keep that hip nice and high. We're going to turn our foot in and out. So you should be trying to keep your hips stable so you're not dropping. So we're just coming in and out, trying to use those glutes to move that hip. So it should just be some nice hip rotation. Might get a little bit more than me. Cool. And then back down. Now coming up with the other leg. Standing on your right, nice and stable, and just bending, straightening that ankle a wee bit. Whew, I feel like I need another coffee already. And then we're going to rotate those hips. Oh, I got a bit more movement on that side. So again, trying to keep those hips really stable, so you're not dropping down or, whoa, keep going. Just staying up and rotating through those hips. So you might find you've got one hip that probably moves a little bit nicer than the other. Hello, I do too. Can't see my head at the moment, but that's all right. Nice, coming back down. Alrighty guys, what I want to do from here is we're going to sit cross-legged, just wherever you feel comfortable. And I want you to pop one hand out on the mat. We're going to try and bend our elbow as far down to the mat as we can without lifting that opposite bottom off the ground. So I want you to really try and draw down through the glutes. And then we're just bending through, so we're gently feeling a wee stretch through here. And we're going to lift our arm up and over. Nice wee stretch through that side of the body. Possibly doesn't get enough love. And from here, we're just going to turn down a wee bit so you feel a bit more of a stretch. It's just trying to turn your body towards the mat. Drawing down through that glute still. So you're really trying to feel that stretch. And then we're coming up again. Oh, I've got 4 watching now. It's getting really good stretch through there. Oh, all right, coming back up. Planting the opposite hand, so getting a bend in the elbow as much as you can without bringing that bottom off the floor. And from here, we're going to bring that arm up and over. Try to feel a good stretch through just that side of the body all the way down through your lats. Lower back probably as well. Try and go a little bit deeper without pulling that glute off the ground. We're just going to turn towards the mat. And we're going to come up, looking up towards the ceiling as well. So get a nice big good stretch through those bodies. Somewhere that we don't really stretch often is through there. So, all right, coming back up. Oh, nice. All right, hopping over onto our backs now. Do a wee little glute stretch. So we're just going to bring our right foot over the left knee and bringing that leg up off the ground. So either holding onto the hammy or front of the shin. Should feel a nice stretch through that glute. Taking a few deep breaths. As we all know, we need some of those. I think someone just got up, either Josh or the flatmate. From here, I want you to bring your knee over. So you're going to cross your legs over each other. Arms out wide as you can in your living room. And you're going to twist over. So dropping your knees over to the left. Getting a really good stretch through that whole hip and back. Coming back up if you can. Unravel yourself. And then left foot goes over the right knee. And coming up into that glute stretch again. Just holding on to that nice stretch. It's like nice blue sky today. I hope you guys have some good plans, maybe getting outside. I've got a pretty full day of video calling people, but I might get out there and do a walk. Or a run, if you like. Right, crossing those legs over. So we're trying to kind of, tie our knees together, arms out wide. I'm going to tip over to the other side, so over to the right. Taking a few deep breaths here still. And then coming up from there. Hugging those knees in a wee bit. Give them a good hug, since we can't hug anyone else. Right, and from here, just doing a few rocks. Coming all the way up, and then rocking back again. Up again, and back. One more. Nice. Love a good rock, makes you feel like a kid. Right, from here, a few more stretches. It's coming up into that hip flexor stretch. And I want you to walk your toe forward a wee bit more. So as far forward as you feel comfortable. And we're just going to come down into a deeper lunge. Really squeeze through the glute as well, and you'll feel a little bit more of a stretch through that hip. And then sitting back into that hammy stretch. Oh, I think I needed this morning. Coming up, switching sides, so coming into that hip flexor stretch, walking that toe forward, coming down into that nice deep hip flexor stretch, I should say. Squeeze through the glute to get that hip a little bit more of a stretch. And then we're going to sit back into that knee stretch. Oh, my calf muscle in that one. Alright, coming back up. From here, we're going to press into our hands and feet. Coming up into that downward dog position, so making sure we're keeping those hips up nice and high, drawing down through the heels. So walking those feet out a wee bit again. Can't forget about the toes. And then we're going to walk our hands towards our feet. Stay in that forward fold just for a wee bit. Let our head hang really heavy. Keeping those knees nice and soft, we're going to slowly roll up. And rolling those shoulders at the top. And we're done. Good to go. Look at that. Thanks for coming, guys. Always lovely to see you. Or not see you. It's all good. Yeah, have a good Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, do something you enjoy today. Get some sunshine. And yeah, we'll see you next time.